It's time to go on patrol. Now with CHP Officer Johnny Fisher.
Officer Fisher joined us now to talk about what we should do if part of our vehicle suddenly malfunctions while we're driving.
Yeah.
Pretty scary.
Yeah, we'll cover that, and we're going to cover if you're a disabled vehicle. But
okay.
Let's first talk about if something bad happens to your vehicle while you're driving it, especially at freeway speeds. We've seen you know, your brakes aren't working, or if
maybe you blow a tire,
flat tire, anything like that. Number one rule is don't panic. That's the number one rule. If you panic, then bad things are going to happen all over the place.
Okay.
Flat tires are simple. Lay off the gas, ease it over. Make sure you use your turn signal. Get over to the right shoulder if you can. As always.
That's that's if your car isn't starting to do some weird things.
All kinds of fun things can happen.
Yeah.
I saw that this weekend. We were going to the Bay Area, and it was on 580, and the car was in the fast lane, blew a tire, and it fell apart. It was on the rim, and it was like maybe 100 feet in front of me, and all of a sudden the car just swerved over, and there are cars everywhere.
But maybe did the car swerve because the person was panicking, or because the car was swerving because it was missing its tire?
You know, there are a lot of different
things. But they
things.
made it, thank God. I was surprised. I was shocked they made it.
Plus, you're going, you know, freeway speed, 65 to 70 miles an hour. When in actuality, you know, we all drive these freeways out around here, so sometimes it seems like the speed limit is just a suggestion. So, much like the person in front of me this morning coming in here to work. So
lovely.
Yeah. Anyways,
what do you do though? You said, what if your brakes go out?
Okay, so when your brakes go out, there are different safety features in your vehicles where we have, you know, you can undo the key actually while you're driving, unless you have one of those push button starts. You can in a lot of vehicles you can drop it in neutral and just kind of coast it over. You know, just not panicking and going back to maybe driving with your dad or grandpa when you were a kid. You know, all that training might have remembering might come into play. So and
we just showed a graphics of other things to do while you are calmly trying to stay safe. Make sure obviously you have your seatbelt on and call for roadside assistance.
Yep. Just a lot of things we've already covered on here. It's just good to remind everybody. I feel like, you know, when you are stranded on the side of a road, if you feel like it's an unsafe situation, obviously call 911. They're going to send somebody that looks and dressed just like me over there to help you out. If you don't have roadside assistance, you know, we have the Freeway Service Patrol. We covered that a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago. So there are different things you can do.
Now, what should you have in your car as far as a toolkit, supplies to carry with you all the time?
Accidents
or situations like this.
It's a great question. Always make sure that your tires are checked. Check your spare tires. Make sure you have enough air in them. Your tire changing kit. Sometimes you buy these vehicles and they don't have like a jack in it, or they might not have.
They don't even have spare tires anymore. The new ones, they're not coming with that. You have to pay extra.
Yep. You know, there are definitely, you know, some things you need to pay attention to. Don't just assume that, you know, these things are coming in there. If you're going on a long trip, make sure you have a first aid kit in there just in case. You never know what's going to happen. Blanket and water. It's better to have this stuff and not need it than need it and not have it.
True.
You know, so there's a lot of things that are happening, you know, out there on the road, and we just want to remind everybody: don't panic, don't, you know, jerk your wheel to the left or the right, because that's especially when bad things are going to happen when you go on freeway speeds. You're on your rim, you hit your brakes and you turn. That's when we're talking rollovers and a lot of weight shifting, and it's just not fun.
If you're in the fast lane though, is it ever okay to just go on that side instead?
There are times where that happens. That I'm not even going to lie to you right now. That's really scary for for us to pull in behind somebody that's stuck in the center median, especially like in like Tulare County, back where all the construction area is, in the Merritt area, Traver. But you know, things like that happen. You know, things happen, and we have to take care of it, and we have to get out there and get these people to a place of safety as fast as possible. I mean, because that's our main focus, is just keep traffic moving, keep everybody getting to where they need to go safely. So if you are caught in that situation where you are stuck in the fast lane, just keep in mind that, you know, or in the center divider, keep in mind the fast lane is right next to you, and you're not going to win that fight between you and a car that's you know, going northbound at 70+ miles an hour.
All right, Officer Fisher, thank you very much. Thanks for
you
keeping us
guys.
safe, and
Appreciate it.
congratulations
Happy
on your
Weather
Patriots.
Person's Day.
Well, thank you very
And
much.
Thank you for the Patriot thing. Just a bunch of compliments today, huh?
Well, yeah, you deserve it.
All right.
For a link to the CHP and more useful driving tips, log on to kmph.com. Click the On Patrol tab from the Great Day drop-down menu.